So this is the close where Sherborne Abbey sits. And there it is, the beautiful, beautiful Sherborne Abbey. And this wall along here was originally part of All Hallows, which was a church built in the 1400s to serve as a parish church, and it adjoined Sherborne Abbey. And I'm just going to show you where you can see where it joined. So you see there, and crucially, let me just zoom in there. And I think it's wonderful that they haven't sort of taken them off and smartened them up. And there was a Saxon doorway here, now hidden by the porch. There was a Saxon doorway on this side. That was then widened, then narrowed again. And this, of course, once led into a church. And you can see a hodgepodge of things going on there. And I'm also going to show you something that my friend online, Heidi History Mouse, she thinks it's spoiler, i.e. something brought from somewhere else. So if you look up there, you can see that looks like Jesus on the cross, doesn't it? Which is it's very rare to find them in the Saxon times. But this part here wouldn't have been Saxon. But it does look like it's been brought from somewhere else, and it's been protected by a bit of strip of lead, which is great. And when you look up here, I'm just going to show you how distinct the ham stone is. It deteriorates in a very distinct way as well. But somehow it doesn't deteriorate to nothing, so it's sort of perfect. And here it says, enter into his house, courts with praise. Sorry, that was quite difficult to read. Let me take you around the corner. So those are the almshouses. There were almshouses there since before the Norman times. And then these were built in about 1430s. This one on the end, which I'm directly pointing the camera at, was actually added a couple of centuries later, but in keeping. So these now that I'm pointing the camera at, these were the original 1430s. And very sadly, only in the last year, it stopped being an almshouse. And it was one of the few in the country that had remained as almshouses right through, even after the Reformation. And now I'm going to take you to the front of the church, where you can see the Norman arch. There's the Norman arch. And up here is St Aldhelm, right at the top. And it's the same statue that's inside, and it's quite a new statue, but I love it. And when I was working in Sherborne Abbey as a warden, as a volunteer, I used to sort of touch its hand and light the candle near to it in a superstitious way. And here are the old cobbles. And then this is sort of called Abbey Green, or Abbey Close. And these are the boys here that are walking from Digby House to supper at the boys' school. And here, under the grass, are thousands and thousands of bodies buried. And if you look at old photographs here, there were tombstones, but they've been taken away, so it's now just a place where the public can have picnics and so on. I know some people, I suspect I would have disapproved at the time that they made that decision, but it is good. They don't allow dogs, and so people are normally quite good about that, but you often see sort of mums with their little babies. And then if I look up there, can you see Venus? Ta-da. There it is. Hard to see. Well, I think they're all in alignment again tonight, so I really need to get switched on about that and not miss them. Look how beautiful it is. 6:15 and it's not dark. Look at these lovely windows. 15th century windows. And then those top windows there in the perpendicular style. Lovely. There we are. I hope you enjoyed that.